Here's some wisdom for you. In the book, it talks about the heavens falling away and the veil being lifted. Now, you Jews, real Jews, I'm not talking about those fake Jews. A real Jew is simply somebody who has cleaned their house and meditates. That's it. And they are not religious because they know something. To be religious, you have to believe something. And believing is not knowing. Now, to be the knower and to be known is very different from being religious. It's been pointed out to me that I'm very salty and very sarcastic. If you want nice, go to church. It's full of nice people. And they'll tell you everything you want to hear. They'll never tell you the fucking truth, though, because they don't know it. Right then, the veil being lifted. When you meditate, you go into the darkness. Just a moment, Mark. Just getting off the road before I get ran down by Mark. Now, when you meditate, you go into the darkness and you look upon it. So meditation is like night, a veil of blackness, a sky of blackness, a deep velvet blackness, not dissimilar to space. Not that I know that, I've never been to space. I've only been to inner space. And now, what happens is that the veil lifts, and then you can see. The sky is consciousness, and there's clouds. Remember, Jesus returns on the clouds? And the clouds are different colours, and your eyes are shut, and you're observing them. And the clouds part. Dan Winters describes it as a tunnel. I can kind of agree to that. I would describe it as like a window, and you look through the window. And on the other side of the window, all the colours are much more vivid, much more alive than they are here in this physical reality. So you step out of the darkness into the light. You leave the cave. And in the cave, you only see the shadows on the wall. Plato's cave. And then when you go to the other side, you're excited by it. Then you come back and tell the others. But they think you're nuts. Such is the nature of these things. So that's the entire point of meditation, is to get through to the other side. You don't need drugs. You can use drugs, but then you get your ass booted out again. What's the point in that? You use the best drugs manufacturing plant on the planet, and that is located right between your ears. It's your brain. And then you, with that new energy, can pierce the veil. It's really simple. It's difficult because you've got a lot of things to overcome. And most people have been programmed with a fear of the dark. There's nothing to fear. It's the unknown. How can you fear what's not known? It just doesn't make any sense. It's irrational, not logical. So stop tap dancing. Jump into the abyss. You do not fall. You get lifted up. Those of you that are in the dark night of the soul, that's part of the process. You have to get rid of all that shit that you've inherited to go through that window, if you will. And it's also been called the looking glass. And you've heard that rumours that the intelligence agencies have a time-travelling technological device and they call it the looking glass. They might well have. Don't trouble yourself with rumours and things. That just promotes more fear and suspicion. You've got to get beyond all that. And everything that you have is literally, it's inside you. It's nowhere else. So what do you see? Well, that's for your eye and your eye only. It pertains to you, the individual. Why would I share what I see? Because it pertains to me, the individual. It's my relationship with higher, not yours. Okay? That's why I always stress individual, not groups. Now, the individuals that are known and know, they are led by higher. Now, some of you might not have experienced that looking glass, that window yet, but you know that you are being ushered along, so to speak, like you're being gathered. That's enough. That knowing is enough to get you to move along. Now, my purpose in all of this is just to explain the simple allegory. And it's also to be a salty twat. I'm nothing more than a signpost that says, where the fuck are you going? It's not that way. It's this way. And your job is to respond. Simples.